Here we have the Lidl's Silvercrest coffee machine, SKVA1450A2. So we'll turn it on. This takes beans, coffee beans, or you can put ground coffee in the top part here, or coffee beans. It has its own water tank at the back, which is good for about 4 or 5 cups of coffee. And it's just powering up now. It does a clean every time it powers up. So if you want the drip tray not to fill up, you can get rid of the water. Okay, we're going to make a cup of coffee. So we've got choices. We've got kind of glasses of coffee, well, small amounts of coffee. And you can also regulate the amount of coffee that is actually dispensed. Then there's cleaning function. So you can have 2 mugs, 1 mug, and that kind of thing. And then you've got your beans down here. This is for your coffee strength. In actual fact, I think we're on a 3, so I set it to a 3. And you've got your mugs. And you can see there's a figure there. And we can set that to a 240. Now it's going to dispense 240 milliliters of coffee. Power consumption for the device is around 1,000. It's 1.5 kilowatts when it's active. In standby mode, it's supposed to be about 8 or 9 watts. This was purchased from Lidl's, and it was on a reduced price. It was gone for €250, and if you had a club card or a Lidl's loyalty card, you could get it for $1.99. And here we are. Now, this is a standard mug. And as you can see, a standard mug is a little bit on the high side. But you can use glasses, coffee glasses and stuff, and smaller ones, it's less hassle. And as you can see, a nice mug of coffee. Just go down there. So how would I rate this machine? As a person who doesn't normally use a coffee machine, having limited experience, I would say I would give it 8 out of 10. The coffee tastes pretty good, but then it is grinding the beans, and the Colombian beans seem about the best. The various service modes that the machine has are quite complicated, in that if there's any kind of issue with the water tank, if the water tank runs out of water, the machine will shut down. It won't let you dispense any coffee. Even if it gets to a certain level, then it shuts down. You can also do espresso with this wand. This will put out kind of high pressure water stroke steam. You can also actually do tea with it as well. If you don't want to do coffee, you can actually use this part to do tea. And you've got quite a lot of control. You've got touch sensitive screen with icons. It kind of looks like an LCD screen, but it isn't. It's a backlit, they're all backlit symbols of coffee cups and whatever, and all these bits, but it is touch sensitive. But it is not, how will I put it? It's not an LCD screen as such. You know, it's backlit with LEDs to make the various options come up, but you can just touch it. and it has a cleaning facility on it as well, cleaning program. You will also have to use a descaler on it as well. I would say around every 40 cups of coffee, you have to run a descaling program. You have to put descaler in the water tank, which is up the back here, and that just pulls up, and you run the program. You half fill the water tank with water and descaling solution, and the water will circulate. It will come out of here and out of here, and you need to put some kind of thing to collect the water, like an ice cream tub or something like that, because it'd be quite a lot of water, and it does it for around half an hour, so it actually builds up. Half an hour should be sufficient to take away any of the lime scale or anything. Now, you cannot actually get away without doing that, because if you don't do it when the machine says it wants to be cleaned, the machine will shut down. It will show this icon here, and it will actually shut down, and it will refuse to make coffee. So you actually have to clean it. If it runs out, if the grind collector thing here, should put it a little bit nearer the camera, if this gets full up, as you can see, there's some grinds, and it looks like kind of round, just round shaped stuff. If that builds up and fills up too much, you have to empty that, or the machine will shut down and you won't be able to get any more coffee. It's a good machine. You do have to maintain it quite a lot, and as I said, I'm not familiar with coffee machines per se. It's the first one I've ever owned, so it's a novelty at this stage, and I would highly recommend it as a beginner's machine. You've got your espresso, you've got your various coffee options, you've got coffee dispensing sizes. You know, you can have it fairly fine-tuned. You can fine-tune the temperature and the amount of beans that are kind of ground up. So there's quite a lot of control. And basically, we've had it for a couple of weeks, and it's very good. So that's it. So enjoy. That is a new video. Oh yeah, sham on. Da 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 da. It's better off actually. Coffee video. I have, baby.